If for some reason you have no clue who Shohei Ohtani is, this should give you a pretty good idea.
And first pitch crushing!
Shohei Ohtani is a 26-year-old two-way player for the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. He was born in Japan, and Ohtani started his professional baseball career at the age of 18. In Japan, he would play from 2013 to 2017 for the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters. At 18 years old, Shohei Ohtani was throwing 100 miles an hour on the mound and hitting baseballs about 450 feet while facing other professional Japanese players. It was not long until Ohtani gained the attention of the sports world because what he was doing is very special. In baseball, there are position players and then there are pitchers. Majority of the time, pitchers do not focus on practicing their hitting, as their main focus is on pitching. Especially in the American League, where there's a designated hitter who hits for the pitcher. In the National League, there is no DH, so pitchers have to hit for themselves, but more times than not, they are seen as a free out. What makes Ohtani so special is that he succeeds at both pitching and hitting at a professional level, which is unheard of. If we focus on Ohtani's best year of hitting while he was in Japan and compare those stats to his pitching stats in the same year in 2016, it will show the perfect example of how special of a player he is. Focusing on Shohei's hitting in 2016, in 104 games, Ohtani hit for a .322 average, .416 on-base percentage, .588 slugging, a 1,004 OPS with 22 home runs, 67 RBIs, and 7 stolen bases. Focusing on the pitching in 2016, Ohtani pitched in 21 games, had a 10-4 record, 1.86 ERA, 174 strikeouts and 104 innings pitched with a 0.57 whip. Ohtani's 2016 season shows how good he is and how his talent is unbelievable. Throughout Ohtani's years in Japan, he got the attention of the baseball world here in America, and most people speculated that he would be a bust and would not be able to compete at the same level against everyday MLB players. It was during the 2017 offseason when talks in MLB for signing Shohei Ohtani would start heating up after his monster season in Japan. With many teams showing interest, the Angels were the team that eventually signed Ohtani on December 9th of 2017. Soon Ohtani was invited to spring training where he did not look too good, which made a lot of Angels fans concerned because of how much hype was built around Ohtani's name. In only 2 games pitched throughout spring training in 2018, Ohtani had an 0-1 record, gave up 3 home runs with a 27 ERA, gave up 9 hits, 9 runs, 8 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks with a 4.13 whip. Ohtani got rocked. If we look at his hitting stats in spring training of 2018, it didn't show too much promise either. Ohtani only played in 11 games, had 32 at-bats, he only recorded 4 hits which were all singles, had 1 RBI, a 125 batting average, 222 on base percentage, 125 slugging, and a 347 OPS. As an Angels fan, this is really hard to watch because of all the hype that was built around Ohtani. All of the writers and articles about Ohtani being a bust were starting to become a reality, until the season started. Ohtani made his MLB debut on March 29th of 2018 against the A's, where he batted 8th and went 1 for 5, collecting his first major league hit by singling to right field in his very first at-bat off of the very first pitch he ever saw in the MLB. It was not long until Shohei would make his first start as a starter, which also happened against the A's on April 1st of 2018. Ohtani went on to pitch 6 innings, only gave up 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, and struck out 6. This would be the start of something special for not only Shohei Ohtani, but for baseball worldwide. So in the opening week of the season, to recap it all, Ohtani collected his first major league hit, first start as a starter, his first strikeout, and first win as a starter. Later that week, he would find himself hitting his first major league home run on April 3rd at home against the Indians. Ohtani was having a lot of success at the plate and made spring training look like a fluke. This amazing start to the season would eventually lead him to becoming the American League Rookie of the Year award winner in 2018. Ohtani played in 104 games as a DH and hit for a .285 average, .361 on base percentage, .564 slugging, .925 OPS, and hit 22 home runs and also stole 10 bases. Let's also not forget that he is a starting pitcher. On the flip side, Ohtani pitched in 10 games, had a 4-2 record, struck out 63 in 51.2 innings, and posted a 1.16 whip with a 3.31 ERA. What Ohtani did is incredible, which he deservingly won the AL Rookie of the Year in 2018. After his amazing 2018 rookie season, Shohei was hit with the injury bug. This caused him to get Tommy John surgery to repair his UCL on his throwing arm. This resulted in Ohtani missing the 2019 season as a pitcher, and he was shut down until 2020. Ohtani was still able to DH until he eventually had to get knee surgery, shutting him down for a little bit in the season. Ohtani still finished the season as a DH, playing 106 games, hitting for a 286 average, 343 on base percentage, 505 slugging, and an 848 OPS with 18 home runs and 12 stolen bases. Ohtani eventually came back and was ready for his first start in 2020 after almost 2 whole years of not pitching, and to say the least, it was a disaster. In his 2020 pitching debut against the A's, Ohtani recorded no outs, gave up 3 hits, 5 earned runs, 3 walks, and no strikeouts. Ohtani was given one more start against the Astros, but he was horrible in that start also. He went 1.2 innings, gave up 2 earned runs on no hits, 5 walks, but he also struck out 3. After the start, it was decided by the Angels to shut him down for the remainder of the season as a pitcher to get out of the horrible slump and let his body fully recover. Ohtani would finish the shortened season as a DH, and it was underwhelming to say the least. In the 60-game shortened season, Ohtani played 44 games, batted 190, had a 291 on base percentage, 366 slugging, and a 657 OPS with only 7 home runs and 7 stolen bases. Shohei Ohtani is very aware of what he needed to do in order to improve his performance. He took this into account during the offseason and came back stronger than ever. Throughout spring training in 2021, Ohtani did amazing offensively. He played in 11 games and batted .548 with a .571 on base percentage, a 1,032 slugging, and a 1,604 OPS. He also had 5 home runs and 2 stolen bases all in 11 games. This would eventually carry into the 2021 season where in 44 games, Ohtani is currently tied for second in the American League with home runs and has 14. He has a 268 average, 319 on base percentage, 619 slugging, and a 938 OPS, while leading the Angels in RBIs with 35 and stolen bases with 6. On the pitching side of things, Ohtani is not letting up either. So far, he's pitched in 6 games and has a 1-0 record on the year with a 2.37 ERA, 45 strikeouts and 22 walks, and 30.1 innings pitched so far with a 1.25 whip. This is what the Angels signed Ohtani to do, and he is currently the most exciting player to watch in all sports, and not enough people understand how talented he is in order to be doing so. Only a couple of months into the 2021 season, and Ohtani is definitely close to being a frontrunner for AL MVP, and he's been doing amazing so far. When mentioning the term 5-tool player, you are describing a player who has the ability to hit for contact, hit for power, have speed, have a good arm, and have good fielding. Ohtani exceeds being a 5-tool player because he can pitch also. One thing that I do not see people talking about when mentioning Ohtani is how fast he is. Ohtani has an average sprint speed of 29.1 feet per second, which is ranked for 21st fastest in all of MLB. Some other names that have a similar sprint speed to Ohtani would be Tatis, Acuna, Trout, Tyler Wade, and Luis Robert. If you had to ask me to describe Shohei Ohtani, my answer would be that he is someone's road to the show character in real life. He can hit for contact, he can hit for power, he can run, he can pitch, and he can throw 100 miles per hour on the mound. As long as Shohei Ohtani stays healthy, he's going to be a walking legend among the sports world. So that's going to do it for the video. If you guys enjoyed it all, let me know down in the comments because my plan is to make a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Give me some ideas for which players you guys want me to do in the future, and that's going to be it. So thank you guys for watching.